Good morning. Everything is ripping, just as is coded into the 4-year cycle. I am very excited here. Bitcoin at an astonishing $84,529 right now, live. It is actually putting in all-time highs day after day after day. It hit all the way up at $85,000 per Bitcoin. This is just the beginning. This is literally just the beginning. It is going farther than anyone, I think, really expected. I don't even know what to say, to be completely honest. The little circle I had drawn for where I thought Bitcoin was going to be at by the end of the year, it looks like we're going to blow straight past that with the current momentum. Now, maybe we do see some sort of stagnation once we get into the low 90,000s, somewhere around there. But since Trump was elected into office, he's not even in office yet, but since Trump was elected into office, we have had just green day after green day, not a single red candle in the last 6 days. Things are looking very exciting. And on top of that, our portfolios containing mostly DeSci projects, and maybe that's just me, maybe that's not just you, has been continuously putting in higher highs for the last week. It's the same story. Ever since CZ and Binance invested into bio, we have seen the entire sector gain nearly $150 million in market cap. And it is really just beginning to rocket. Look at that, VitaFast. VitaFast is having some bullish news right now. I didn't even know that it was pumping when I started recording this, but look at VitaFast. Let's see if we can pull it up here. Nope, we're gonna have to go to Dex Screener or Dex Tools. How is everyone doing? Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Sup Thuna. Good morning, Steve the Canadian. Good morning, Ducks. Good morning, MK, C90. We're alive and well, guys. Let me get some excitement in the chat. How many of you guys are hitting highs in your portfolio? How many of you guys are absolutely skyrocketing with the coins that you hold? Let's see. VitaFast up 54% according to this. In the last 24 hours, up to $5.84. It is starting to rally like crazy. VitaFast being one of the intellectual property tokens, which came from VitaDAO. Now, if you don't know, it's basically a biotech company. No, it is actually a biotech company. And the company is being formed around a specific molecule, specific drug therapy, which is represented by this token here, VitaFast. And today, they're doing an announcement of some of the research that they've done. They're giving an update on all the data that they've been collecting and a progression update on how far along they are towards clinical trials and towards actually getting to market with this drug therapy. And it's up 55%. If you come look at this, though, it says it's up 100% in the last 24 hours. So maybe there's a little bit of a lag here, a little bit of a delay. My God, no emotions here. Don't go full moon boy on me. Oh, it's too late, MK. It is way too late. We are literally skyrocketing. Now, it is probably just one more leg up. I mean, it is just one more leg up, and eventually we will slow down in this crazy rally that we're experiencing. But for the time being, we have had 8 months, guys, 8 months of just sideways motion. It was 256 days of just Bitcoin chopping sideways. Honestly, Bitcoin going down for that entire period of time. And so now, this was a coiled up spring. The more we chopped sideways, the longer we could go just sideways or even down a little bit, the higher we could go. It was a spring getting compressed. And we're finally seeing that breakout. So this, I don't know that we'll hit 100,000 in this leg. I do think we'll see a lot of resistance in the low to mid 90s as people are taking profits because they're expecting it to go to 100,000. And my price target for the overall cycle, I will not be changing. I will maintain consistent with that price target. I will be happy, very happy actually, if I'm dead wrong with it and we go much higher. But $150,000 to $160,000 per Bitcoin by November of next year is my price target. We're already at 85,000, so less than a double up left for Bitcoin, in my humbled opinion. So hopefully you guys are ready to take some profits along this rally. This rally we're experiencing right now, I'm hoping we see a very similar thing to the last time we had this rally, in which the different pre-sales for DeSci and the different DeSci projects go on crazy monster rips We saw Axon go to an FDV of $1 billion. We saw Research Coin go up by 100x. We saw Data Lake go up to like a $20 million market cap. Now it's all the way down at like 4 million. So I'm hoping we see a lot of coins do the same thing. And I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. I will be taking some profits out of the market as we get this rally. If everything plays out the same as it did last time, I don't want to be stuck holding my bags as we continue to see some burning, right? As we see a crazy rally and then chopping sideways and everything kind of dies out a little bit again. And hopefully we get one more rally after that, but I don't want to be left holding my bag. I know everything is crazy bullish and everything is wonderful and we are mooning right now like crazy. So it's not a super advantageous thing for me to be saying like, hey, just keep expectations in line with what we had initially. But I just want to remind everyone that it's not real until it's out of the market. And even that, cash is trash, whatever. But I just want to make sure everyone is like on the same page with me that yes, we're rallying like crazy, but don't be afraid to take some of that money out of the market. If you hit crazy milestones with your net worth, if you hit 6 figures, if you hit $500,000, if you hit $1 million, just take it. Just take it. Because there's no guarantee that it'll be there next month. There really isn't. This is a crazy volatile market. Now, enough with that realistic stuff. Bitcoin is going to $1 million per coin, and there's nothing you can do to change that. It just might take a couple cycles. Tell us about the Vitalik later. Oh, shit. There are so many things to talk about, guys. The one weekend, and everything changed. One weekend, and so many things happened. My God. LOL, I'm not skyrocketing. I hold Noble. Truth, Noble went on a crazy rally. Noble showed signs of life. There it is. Noble showed signs of life. I know we're still down substantially from the all-time highs on Noble, but this was a crazy rally for Noble to have gone through. It went up 150, 160% in the span of like 4 or 5 days. Now it's having a little bit of a pullback to retest the upper bound of the channel. Who knows? Honestly, it's such a small market cap, even a $2.2 million market cap, and we have a litany of bullish catalysts coming out. Right now, we have all of DeSci trying to ride that momentum and create more and more content and get more and more word out there and hold spaces and hold conferences. We have a Binance Labs. Where is it? We have Binance Labs holding a space here soon with, DeSci Day out in Bangkok. So in 2 days, they'll be holding a DeSci Day. Expect good content to come from that. Expect partnerships to be announced. Expect big catalysts coming from stuff like this. Binance Labs holding a DeSci Day is a very bullish thing to be happening. And then followed right after that, we have SciCon. If you're not aware of SciCon is what initiated the rally last year. So if we come take a look at stuff like Data Lake, although I should just go pull up Research Coin. SciCon is an event that Research Coin posts and hosts rather. It's a very private, prestigious event, but they are hosting it and talking to different researchers and academics about the prospects of decentralized science. And they have Brian Armstrong come and talk, and he will be talking in person at SciCon this year. Oh shit, did we get announcements from Blockchain for Good? 2 hours until we know the winner. Thanks for voting. Oh shit, we gotta open this up. Duplicate the tab. Where's SciCon? Yeah. So we have the DeSci panel for SciCon 2024. Again, it's a prestigious event. They won't be having everyone. It's not open to the public. It's just a very private event, but they're having Brian Armstrong talk at this event in person. And last year, when they held this event, was right around the same time, right around here, in which Brian Armstrong then came out publicly endorsing Research Coin and Research Hub and endorsing DeSci as a moment, and it went up by 6,000%. Now we're in a different state of the market right now, right? But people are seeing the same type of activity. I would not be surprised at all to see us go up by 1,000, 2,000% with Research Coin. We're going back above all-time highs, without a doubt in my mind. But for us to go up to $2, maybe $4 here because of this event, that I think is very, very realistic. We have things like Data Lake, which is starting to pump, just broke out of a channel and is looking like it's redoing the same thing it did last year. It's a very easy play, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. So hopefully you guys packed your bags like we've been talking about. Hopefully you guys are not sitting on the sideline as we get the continuation of the golden bull run. I mean, hopefully you guys are not just watching everyone else make money and you guys are actually in the markets. But look at this. It's the same structure. We had a bleeding Data Lake. Data Lake broke out, showed signs of early life, and then it continued to bleed, put in a lower low. Despite having some sort of bullish catalyst, it put in a lower low and then skyrocketed. And how much did it skyrocket from the lows? 4,000%. The same thing is happening. We had Data Lake just bleeding. We had a rally. We had it bleed even more, put in a lower low. You see that? A lower low. Do you see how straight that line is? God damn. I just free-handed that line. And after that lower low, what's happening? It's starting to skyrocket. It's the same exact pattern, literally at the same time as last year. November of last year is when it took off. November of this year is when it's taking off. It went up 4,000%. Can it go up another 4,000%? Low key? Yeah. I mean, just to get from back to all-time highs from the bottom, it's another 2,500%. So getting up to 4,000% again would not even put it that much higher than where it was last time. And given that its market cap right now is only $7 million, going up back to that going up to that same standpoint, a 4,000% increase from the bottom would be a 1,300% increase from here. Doing some very quick math, we'd be looking at like $100 million market cap. That's still tiny. That's still a micro cap, right? But that's DeSci. That's DeSci for you. Everything is starting to rally like crazy. All of the bio DAOs are taking off. We even have WellShare up 20% today. ETI up at a $781,000 market cap. It was at 200,000, 250,000 when I made that video with the founder of it. Athena DAO up 20% today. We got Cerebrum DAO up 36% today. We got Genomes, the fake token, this might be the real token, but Genomes, the fake token, pumped like crazy the other day. We got Axon up 7%. We got Cryo even up 6%. We got these small IPT molecules up 3%. Nothing crazy right there, but just exciting because everything is moving. I would not be asleep right now. Okay. We have 17 people watching the live stream right now, so I want to encourage all of you guys to hit that thumbs up button. We talk about decentralized science Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go through the broader markets and we develop strategies to hopefully be able to take enough money out of the market to purchase a house. This is the homeowner to bag holder to homeowner portfolio challenge, in which we took $500 and we are investing it through this bull cycle to make enough money to purchase a house. That is the goal with this portfolio challenge. We're at $3,000 and we are slowly making a recovery from the devastation that was over the last 8 months for altcoins. I think it's going to be a pretty easy slam dunk, as a simple 10 to 20x from here is enough for a down payment on a cheap looking house. Yes, but you can't expect this to like a $500 into a house. You can't expect a mansion, although maybe you could. Who knows? Ultimately, documenting as much of it as possible. Right now, the portfolio is starting to come back to life, and I want to talk about what I expect to be happening and some moves that I was thinking about over the weekend, because what we're seeing aggressively is Bitcoin take off, and most of the rest of the crypto market is not really taking off with it when Bitcoin does take off. Now, after Bitcoin calms down for a few days, and we saw it perfectly over here, right? Bitcoin rallied up in the span of 3 days. It rallied 13-14%, and then it kind of like trended sideways for a little bit here, right? We had 4 days of Bitcoin just trending sideways, and in that 4-day period, we saw a lot of the altcoins take off. And so what altcoins took off the most, and what altcoins are probably going to take off as Bitcoin continues to skyrocket? I'm curious to hear what you guys think. What do you guys have in your portfolios that you saw the most gains in I would appreciate knowing as a collective community, we can pool our resources, pool our minds together and understand the implications here, right? And make a game plan together. However, what I noticed is that a lot of the Bitcoin layer 2s did not take off like I was expecting it to. Now, is it a lag? I don't know. But I do think they will take off, right? BTC Fi, is that the category? Got notifications on my computer. Bitcoin to 12,800. God damn it, Steve. What is wrong with you? Oh, damn, a lot of messages. I thought you guys were just chilling silently. There's way too many messages for me to have read, so I'm just going to pick it up with Steve the Canadians. My 64 cent Canadian in Solana is up to 84 cents today. Some might say this is the greatest trade in history. Just another Monday for me. That's funny as hell. I still need to grab my grass. Truth. Tell me that you installed the grass. Tell me that you installed the grass extension and you were farming with the rest of us, because we got into that thing back in November of last year. So we had months and months and months of farming grass and collecting that airdrop. How long did you hold ADA for? 4 years. God damn. ADA was one of my big winners of last cycle. ADA was one of the big winners from last cycle. This does not look like it's Bitcoin Fi. I was thinking more along the lines of STX. Stacks up 12% today. I think Stacks is primed to make a move with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is breaking out. Stacks is a $3 billion market cap. I think Stacks is kind of lagging behind Bitcoin a little bit, and I don't know that it's going to stay like that. Stacks is one of the biggest Bitcoin plays. Right? We saw the same thing. It was dying. It broke out above the moving averages, built support, and then went crazy. We see Bitcoin going crazy. I think Stacks is about to start going crazy again. So potentially getting in for some trades. Back up to all-time highs, at least an 83% gain, but even higher. I think it's going upwards of $5, $6 in this next leg. That would be some pretty easy money to make off of it. We got Ords, right? Ords, I think Loki died. Yeah. What about Ordi? The Bitcoin puppets. If any of you guys have money for a Bitcoin puppet, that I think is an easy W. Ordi is looking like the same thing, a $900 million market cap. I think it's probably going to start rallying now that Bitcoin's going crazy. So Ordi all the way back up to all-time highs. 123% gains, pretty easy in my opinion. Best gainers I got from meme coins. All other coins are up 10%. RIP, Zaj. RIP. Dynex kind of being underwhelming. I agree, Beagle. Dynex is not rallying with the rest of the market. Down 10% today, which is kind of crazy. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this monster of a project. Obviously, it's just my 2 cents. I'm going to continue to buy as we're down here because it's not staying down here. I refuse to see it staying down here. This thing's going upwards. I think up to $100 is realistic for it. Obviously, we have to wait for it to actually break out and go above this flag that it's been forming for most of its existence. But regardless, I think it goes very, very high. We're drinking a Celsius today. Not sponsored, although it should be. I didn't want to send my OnlyFans data to Grass, or I would have been jumped in. I would have jumped in. You're crazy, C90. That's crazy. Ready to explode. LOL, then do what I did and install Grass on your friend's computer. Facts. Loose meme. Okay, wait, Zaj. You're saying you got into Loose as a meme coin, right? Is this the one? Official mascot of the holy year? Up 76% today is crazy. I hope Amanda can hear me because I'm pretty sure she bought this yesterday. Amanda, did you check Loose today? It's up 76% today. Bullish. She literally just found this one yesterday and was like, I think this is funny. I'm going to buy it. She low-key picks winners nonstop. Remember the FWOG call out? FWOG up. Dun, dun. Why is it taking so long to load? Only 2% today, but it's sitting at a $540 million market cap. Is Peanut going crazy? I heard they just got listed on Binance. Oh my God. What the hell? What the actual hell? Peanut's up 400% today. Peanut. I know. We were watching Peanut. We talked about Peanut the squirrel when it was rallying right here. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's already kind of going crazy. Careful with Murad coins. I mean, make some money and get out of them. None of these are going to survive. These are all the epitome of trades. But that's the whole space, right? The entire point of the 4-year cycle in crypto is that we see the rally through the end of 2025 and then you get out. You get out, guys. You take your money, you take your newfound wealth, and you go. Most people aren't going to do that. Most people are just going to be getting in. Most people are just going to be getting in when we see things going to all-time highs. Like, I think it's a story as old as time, but what's going to happen, and we even saw this with a lot of the DeSci stuff, the amount of people that I had in my DMs saying, hey, DeSci's cool, but I think I'll get in after it shows some momentum. And it's like, that's cool and all, but you understand, once you get in after it shows some momentum, you've already missed out on the entry prices of crazy gains. You have to take that leap of faith into some projects in order for you to actually make any substantial wealth. Like, you want to look at Dynex as a prime example. And Dynex, I am extremely bullish on, right? Dynex getting in right now, while it's not yet made that momentum, I understand is a risky play. I understand that it's going down still. Yes? Also Duco's up a bunch? Bullish. 15%, but it's good. That's pretty good. That's nice. Did you want to come and say hi? Okay. She said she didn't do her hair up. She didn't put on makeup, so she can't come say hi to you guys. But Dynex is still looking like it's bleeding. We see the number of jobs increasing month over month. We see them initiating a $10 million buyback. They literally started doing the buybacks already. They already put $30,000 in a single day for buybacks. We saw them get partnerships with large-scale billion-dollar companies around the world. We saw a college university create a course on Dynex. We saw them get a 50 million strategic VC investment. We saw them break through quantum computing records. We see them having 60,000 GPUs in their network. We see them put milestone after milestone, and the coin is just staying still. That is opportunity in my eyes. You don't have to follow me with that opportunity, but a lot of people, in my opinion, are not going to be entering here, but are more likely to be chasing it at $1. Okay? Let's say conservatively, I think Dynex goes to $100 this cycle. I really do. But let's say that would be a $10 billion market cap. Let's say conservatively, it does not get to a $10 billion market cap, and it only gets to a $1 billion market cap. It only goes to $10, okay? That's 3,400% gains from here. Let's say you just completely ignore it and you're like, I want to wait until there's clear momentum and clear hype, and I'm just not interested in Dynex at these prices. You wait till it's at $1.20, and then you're like, all right, I think I have the social validation to know that my thesis is correct. You missed out on a majority of the move. You only have 700% gains left. At a certain point, yes, 700% gains is crazy. Yes, that's wonderful. That's really good. But at a certain point, you have to trust that you know how to research stuff and trust in what you're doing. You can't just wait for social validation all the time. I mean, I was sitting here for how long, guys? How long was I sitting here telling you that DeSci is a good opportunity? DeSci is a good investment. DeSci is something that's about to have a crazy pop-off. I was sitting here for a while telling everyone about it, keeping everyone constantly updated, and yet nobody looks at it until after we see announcements from large-scale KOLs. Ultimately, that's what Binance is. They're a key opinion leader. Them investing into DeSci, all it did was make everyone say, oh, wait a second, there's probably something here. It's like, no, duh. No, duh, there's something here. We need Amanda's bag holder to sovereign state owner portfolio. She goes crazy. She goes crazy with some of these meme coin calls. When my friend starts to buy, that's when I sell. Honestly, though, when you get random call-ups from people, it's probably time to start taking a little bit of profits. When random people who did not show any interest in crypto, it's stupid indicator, but at the end of the day, when you start looking at stuff like this, why do I keep hitting that little front tab? This is the past day. If we go to the past 5 years, we're just starting to get that tick up. We had a big tick up back here in March, right? We're just starting to get that tick up. Once we get back to 100, it's time to get out. Once Google search trends for Bitcoin are at 100, it's probably time to get out, right? That just makes sense. Let's see what DeSci is looking like. DeSci doesn't even have search trends. Look at that. DeSci doesn't even have search trends. But back in March is when it hit its peak. Same with crypto. Same with Bitcoin. Let's go look at what a lot of the coins were looking like. Research Coin being one of the leaders. Axon obviously being a leader as well. Noble is a household name at this point. Come on, computer. Token pair not found. That's cap. We know that's cap because I was just looking at it, motherfucker. There we go. I mean, we pumped a little bit further, but ultimately that was around the top. March was around the top for Research Coin. Obviously, we're back up to that price now, and it's starting to come together again, and yet we're not seeing that same initial search volume. That little pump we just saw in all of DeSci represented a very small sliver of search volume. It's just people building out their initial investment theses. Altcoin Daily YouTube raid this Thursday. I'm down, Don. Altcoin Daily just mentioned that they invested into Research Coin. We saw Altcoin Daily talk about WellShare. We saw them talk about Research Coin. We see a lot of people paying attention to DeSci. I'm just saying. I am just saying. There's some very clear winners. Blockchain for good. I'm curious if we can see who won for this thing. You think Research Coin won? I feel like they'd be getting a bigger pump if we saw them win. Monday, November 11th, 9 a.m. Oh, it ended 12 hours ago. Are you going to tell us who won then? Congratulations to the BGA Web3 Oscar Individual Award winners. This is a very good. There we go. Look at that. Research Hub placed top 3. Let's go, baby. Let's go, guys. That's crazy. Let's go. Research Hub placed top 3 in all of crypto for blockchain for good. And that is because of you guys. Let's be real. You guys went crazy voting for Research Hub to get into the top 10, so they had the chance to be judged. Obviously, the judging happens on what they've been building, but we know that they've been building good, solid stuff. We know that they've been here doing a really good job. This is a huge win for DeSci. A huge win for DeSci, and it's on the back of your guys' efforts. You guys got them to be in the consideration for the award, and they placed top 3. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Patrick is yelling at us on the sidelines. LOL. How do you know I'm on the sidelines? I'm fully invested in this market, boy. I am fully invested in this market. Let's go. That's huge. That's very exciting. Oh, shit. We got someone from the X live stream. Bullish. Price looks boring at the moment. Lagging BK. Let's be realistic. What are your conservative TPS for DNX? For Dynex. I don't know why I said DNX Legend. Appreciate that. Honestly, for Dynex, I'm going to wait for a little bit of momentum. I have not even started considering price targets for Dynex that I'll be taking some profits at. I think we can see it hit $100. I won't be riding the entire bag to $100. I think it's at 30 cents. Once we see it touch $1 billion, I'll probably start taking some of my profits. I'll do $1 billion, to like 3 billion, 5 billion, and then 10 billion, I think I'll be out of it entirely. If it goes to $100 per coin, I'll be out of it entirely. Once it gets to $10 per coin, I'll probably start taking some of my profits off the table because I don't want to get left holding the bag, and that's a 35x. Being realistic, my man, I think this is a multi-billion-dollar project. I think 10 billion low-key could end up being FUD. I mean, let's just take a look at Render. Let's take a look at Render for 1 second. It's at a $2.5 billion market cap, and it's just starting to rebound a little bit. It hit a $5 billion market cap. It hit even more than a $5 billion market cap. No, it just barely kissed 5 billion. Render is nothing compared to Dynex. Truthfully. Let's just take a quick little look at some of the information. Can we see how many GPUs are on their network? Render is a good example of a competitor to Dynex, but ultimately they're not doing the same thing. It's just the same idea of decentralized compute, right? Okay, well, we have, according to this, on October of 2018, come on. Don't give me shit like that. Who cares what happened in 2018? Motherfucker. You guys know, somebody give me information, please, on how many GPUs Render has currently in their network. I bet it's less than Dynex. Plus, they have the fucking world's first at-scale quantum computing room temperature chip. Are you joking? I don't give a fuck. 10 years from now, Dynex is a $1 trillion company. Roughly 30,000 GPUs in network, C90 says. Roughly 30,000 GPUs. Nasana was like 400. Interesting. It was very interesting, guys. Very interesting. We're holding 20 concurrent viewers pretty consistently. This is good. This is very good, guys. Let's keep it going. This is the momentum. This is the momentum we're looking for. Akash was like 1900. Bullish. I think it's the ecosystem. No, it's network. Bullish, guys. Dynex is 62,000. Dynex currently has 62,000 GPUs in network. Easy dub. Easy dub. It's literally double the amount of compute possibilities compared to Render. And they're using simulated quantum networks, which means it's exponential, which means it's exponentially more powerful. So doubling the amount of users or doubling the amount of people in network is exponentially more powerful. I'm currently here. Let's go, Truth. If only they would hit the like button. At least say some good mornings, lurkers. Yeah, you're damn right. Hit the good morning button. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Holy fuck, I didn't know November was already... Look at the job growth. I don't need anyone else to agree with me. I know what I know. This is a slam dunk. Holy shit. We are 11 days into the month, and they already beat their largest number of jobs done in a month. September, they had 25,455 jobs. We are 11 days into the month, and they're already at 26,000. This November is about to be a crazy month for Dynex. Plus, when I was talking to Yeti, who works for Dynex, he was saying that they peaked out at GPUs somewhere around like 500,000. They had 500,000 GPUs in network at the peak. And they've very much so stagnated around 60,000, which is still twice as many as Render. Render's $2.5 billion in market cap. Dynex is 30 million. I think I need to buy more. I need to keep buying. Noble, crazy pump. Data Lake, crazy pump. ICP, oh, Kong Swap happened. Kong Swap is live for everyone who's not familiar. Kong Swap is live. It's like a $13 million market cap. It's bullish. I know nobody really enjoys ICP like I do, but Kong Swap is opening the gateway to DeFi on ICP like no one else has. There are some other contenders in the market, but Kong Swap has the backing of basically everyone who uses ICP. So Kong Swap is an easy cook. They're going to unlock a lot of potential market share within ICP. It's like, yeah, Kong is very, very easy gains. Plus, it just allows for us to actually have fun in ICP. Like, literally just allows for us to actually start trading, leverage trading, lending trading, staking, all sorts of fun stuff. So once we're going to be getting into it, for sure. Once we start seeing stuff take off. Alpaca up or Magic Conch? I'm a big fan of Alpaca. Magic Conch, I think the dev has not really been delivering as I was expecting. Still holding my position in MCS, but Alpaca has been holding up big time. Under $1 million market cap though. Under $1 million market cap, Alpaca. With the trading bot and Telegram, they have like a market share monopoly. I'm not trying to spam, but what do you think happens if Dynex is sold or acquired? Mods, rein me in if I ask this again. Sorry, C90, I didn't see it. What do you think happens if Dynex is sold or acquired? Well, the token is in existence. The token's already there. I would not like to see it sold or acquired, to be completely honest. I would like to see it continue to just thrive on its own. I think an acquisition at this stage would not be advantageous for anyone because it's just starting to go crazy. But I don't know. Have we seen companies with tokens such as Dynex? Have we seen business models get acquired like this? Because who would acquire it? It'd be someone like Nvidia or IBM would try and acquire a Dynex with their chip and everything. That's actually a good question. Should ask Yeti. Magic Conch announced this weekend that product is ready to go. Aaron should start marketing soon. Bullish, Chris. That's very bullish. So ICP is getting ready. I think they were just waiting patiently for ICP to start making a breakout. I think if we can wait for ICP, which is lagging a lot of the market, just like DeSci did, if we can wait for ICP to start putting in all-time highs again, so once ICP breaks above the $20 per coin, which I do believe is coming, I think at that point we start seeing ICP DeFi take off a little bit. I think ICP just needs to get momentum and get everyone excited and ready to gamble. Right now they're not ready to gamble. They're just hanging on tight to their ICP. But just like Solana ripped, and then Solana ecosystem started going crazy, and then Sui started ripping, and then the Sui ecosystem started going crazy. And right now we're seeing Cardano broke out, and the Cardano ecosystem is going to start going crazy pretty soon. If it hasn't already, I've not been paying close attention to it, but Cardano starting to rip, and we're already seeing some of the ecosystem go crazy. I think once Cardano passes $1, we'll see it start going, right? It's the same story over and over again. Every single L1 goes through it. They do nothing for a little while, and then everyone's like, wait a second, we can make money if we all pump this one thing. And then it goes crazy, and then it pumps like crazy, and then we see the ecosystem coins pump. Same story, right? Same exact story. That's why you get stuff like Jupiter, right? We go look at Solana. Solana broke out. Solana's about to hit all-time highs. Solana's at $220 per coin. You go look at Jupiter. Jupiter is lagging, but it's breaking out. You go look at Ray. Radium broke out of its trend like crazy. Radium is starting to rally insanely back up to all-time highs. It's the same reoccurring thing. Bitcoin rallies like crazy. Wherever Bitcoin stops out at is very indicative of how high everything else can go, right? It's very simple. We had that little 4-day period of just chilling out, and all the altcoins went crazy. We're seeing Bitcoin pump even more, still not slowing down at all. Wherever it stagnates at, if it stagnates at 100,000, if it stagnates at 90,000, if it stagnates here, it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of the higher it goes, the more firepower everyone has to pump some of the altcoins. So we're just in a waiting game again. I know it's a story as old as time, but the altcoins pump after Bitcoin chills out for a little bit. So the higher it goes, the more money is there to pump all the altcoins. Get ready. Get fucking ready. Looks like Dynex has very low liquidity on Uniswap. Which exchange did everyone buy it on? I think I did Biconomy. I bought on Biconomy. You can also do LBank, but if Nvidia were to acquire Dynex, what would be a bullish event? That would be a bullish event for sure. I agree. I mean, as long as they don't say they're going to abandon the token, right? As long as they don't say we're going to abandon the token, then you're right. Somebody acquiring Dynex is probably going to be a crazy bullish momentum, especially if it happened in the next 12 months. I agree with you, C90. It does look like anyone who wants to get into... The thing is that nobody was looking at decentralized compute. No big companies were looking at it. They were all looking at what if we just built... And I'm speaking from a point of experience, having gone to the NVIDIA GPT summit in San Francisco. They were like, hey guys, guess what we're going to do? Guess what we're going to do to scale compute? Okay? Right now, we have this really big facility that's like 100K square feet. I'm making this up. Right? They were like, hey guys, we have this facility that's 100,000 square feet. And so far we've just been filling it with supercomputers. And we've just been filling it with supercomputers. And they're like, guess what we just did? We spent $1 billion and we made a bigger microchip. That means we can do more computing. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build an even bigger facility. And we're going to put so many more microchips in here, and it's just bigger and better and bigger and better. And it's like, okay, we're at the S-curve of an exponentially growing compute world. Like we are just at the beginning of this massive explode in computational power. And everyone's solution right now, the leader in the global markets solution is just to build a bigger facility and just build a bigger microchip. What is the logical conclusion of this? The logical conclusion of what they're doing is that eventually they're just going to go buy they're just going to go buy an entire state. Like the entire state of Nevada is just going to be filled with one giant supercomputer so that we can have enough computational power to run the cloud. It's like, no. What if instead of just trying to get bigger and bigger computers, what if we decentralized it and made it so that every single computer in the world had the capabilities to contribute towards all the computational power that's needed for cloud, for AI, to run these AI engines? What if we decentralized the compute? And what if instead of just focusing on bigger and bigger chips, we actually turned our attention away from the chips, this normal computer chips, and started working on on quantum computing. We started working on quantum chips and started paying attention to the next phase of computational powers. The people that do that are going to win big time because we got so small that we couldn't make them any smaller. We had to just start making them bigger. What if we just went to quantum computers and actually made it so that you use the fundamentals? I don't know. I'm bullish. I think it's the logical conclusion to everything that we're doing right now is quantum compute. And the fact that we found the leader globally, the leader in quantum computers globally by a mile, by like a million miles, by literally an order of magnitude that is 10 to the 82nd power. 10 to the 80, that's more molecules than in the observable universe. That is more. They are ahead of the competitors by an order of magnitude that is more than every single atom in the observable universe. And they have a coin attached to it. And it's a crypto. And it's decentralized. And they just launched an LLM and they're doing buybacks. And I really don't feel like I need to say anything else. Anyone with a brain understands where this thing is going. Not financial advice, of course. Do your own research. Make sure you fully understand what it is that quantum computers are and come to your own conclusion with it before you just go doing aping stuff, right? Come to your own conclusion. Let me go ahead and delete all these things. All right, I'll do that on my own time. I'm getting really hungry. Cool your jets, Patrick. I need to buy my bag first. Don't worry. Nobody in here is going crazy. AJA. Over on X. I can agree, but hype of render is way more than that of Dynex. No comparison, to be honest, in regards to the hype. Apple, Google, MS, blah, blah, blah. Dynex is still building. It's top notch, I agree, and as I'm a Dynex maxi, but I will not burst its full energy this cycle, surely. Honestly, I agree. The only reason that Dynex is not up where render is right now is because nobody knows about it. If they were to get the same marketing power and the same like excitement that render has, it would be a lot higher in market cap than render. But unfortunately, in crypto, a big chunk of it is literally just how much hype can you generate. Comparing Okta, Dynex, etc. to render is not fair in my opinion. Render's hype is another level. Agreed. ICP's tokenomics is shit. Tokenomics can be shit if you want them to be shit, but at the end of the day, there's $2 billion of TVL in ICP's ecosystem, and that's all getting unlocked through Kong Swap. So, tokenomics, I agree. The tokenomics for ICP could be better. They could be better. But it doesn't change the fact that it is one of the biggest contenders, and it's actually one of the strongest L1s in the world. But tokenomics do matter, for sure. That's why it's not my biggest bag, but it is one of my bags. Where is it? Right here. Got in at $4. It's going to 100, in my opinion. How high Bitcoin will be? My top estimate for Bitcoin remains the same of 150 to 160,000 by this time next year. Now, right now, that looks like a pretty bearish price prediction. However, that's what my price prediction is. Hopefully I'm wrong and we go even higher, but I don't want to be the person who's sitting here saying we're going to 300,000 and then nobody takes their profits. Lucas just tweeted, ICP is a dead chain. Lucas is wrong on so many of his opinions, it's not even funny. He rides the hype and momentum. He will be back to support ICP after it starts breaking up and higher and higher and higher. But Lucas jumps to the waves of momentums. That's how he trades. He said, DeSci is a cool thing, but it's dead and it won't have any excitement. And then as soon as it started coming to life, he was like, DeSci is kind of cool. DeSci is coming to life. Lucas is a momentum trader. He goes where the excitement is, and that's fine. ICP, for the time being, might look dead. It gives me the opportunity to scoop up some of these altcoins like Alpaca when it's under $1 million market cap. Lucas will come in and appreciate Alpaca once it's at 10 million. And at that point, it's already gone up 100x. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit salty with Lucas just because he consistently fuds the bag that I'm spending so much of my time trying to make work. Can confirm Google just bought 750 acres in my city for a data center. That's crazy. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing for them to just be like, oh, I'm just going to build out giant fields for data centers. It's like, what is wrong with you? That's obviously not the correct path to be going down. But you do you, guys. You do you. Now, yes, truth. Vitalik time. Guys, something crazy happened to me. Vitalik called me out aggressively. So Vitalik posted this whole thread on prediction markets to info finance, right? From prediction markets to info finance. And I said, what about prediction markets into science? Admittedly, I just opened it, skimmed through it, didn't look at all. And I know he's bullish on DeSci. And so I was like, what if we get him to do something like that? And he said, did you even read the full post? And I was like, holy fuck, he talked to me. He literally in his post said scientific peer review. There's an ongoing replication crisis in science where famous results that have in some case become a part of folk wisdom end up not being reproduced at all by newer studies. We can try to identify results that need rechecking with a prediction market. Before the recheck is done, such a market would also give readers a quick estimate of how much they should trust any specific result. Experiments of this idea have been done and seem so far to be successful. You know what's funny is that we were literally just talking about prediction markets for DeSci 2 days before he posted this. So I did say that I was just talking to someone about this entire idea is DeSci prediction markets. I'm sweating like crazy, guys. I'm sweating like crazy. So it's just funny that Vitalik's coming out saying that, and it's crazy that he called me the fuck out. And so I was like, hey man, can you come on my page so I can interview you for DeSci on this exact specific subject? I would piss myself if he responded to me. I almost did. You can even ask Amanda. I lost my mind. Popped a Molly, I'm sweating. No, it's just I have 2 giant lights beaming down right on me, and I'm in sweatpants and a sweatshirt. Grab a snack, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mods. Bullish. And then I had a crazy scary spider. But a lot of excitement in the world of DeSci. I have to ride this momentum as much as I can. I am 4 followers away from hitting 5,000. And that all came on the behalf of DeSci popping off a little bit. DeSci popped off and my metrics went crazy. Smoke a cig instead of grabbing a snack. Oh well. I'll just put a Zin in. I ain't trying to smoke no cigs. Thank you though. Vitalik is like 7 weight classes below Patrick. There is no chance I'm fighting Vitalik. He would never hop in it. We have to protect that man's mind. It can't be punch him in the face. That man needs to be protected and put in a little bubble so he can continue to build stuff. Although at this point, he's just an idealist, which is what I would like to do. Once we get through this cycle and we make our millions of dollars off of DeSci and off of the backs of Bitcoin pumping and off of the backs of them debasing the dollar and debasing the currencies worldwide. I mean, there's so many things I could have brought up today. I just saw the other day that China is issuing stimulus packages to the tune of something like $1 trillion to try and make it so that the real estate market doesn't collapse. What do you think is going to happen? That money is going to flow into Bitcoin and some crypto assets. That's just what happens when they debase currencies, because that's what the point of crypto was. The point of Bitcoin was to soak up the extra liquidity. Regardless as to what you think, Trump, Kamala, doesn't really matter. Ultimately, they're going to both print money. Trump won, and so we're going to get some clear regulations on the industry, and we can get an explosion of this industry, which is why everyone is funneling money into the markets right now. But ultimately, it doesn't matter who's in charge. It doesn't matter. Bitcoin's going to go up. Ethereum's going to go up. Solana's going to go up. We're going to see corruption in the world. One thing I am super excited about and promising for decentralized science is the fact that RFK is getting into office. And we already saw shifts in policy towards an open access scientific industry. RFK getting in office, he's going to be 100% for that. He is going to be all for open access science, aka citizen science, aka decentralized science. Get ready, guys. This is the golden bull run. I could not be more excited. My bags are packed. One thing I want to check out before I go, an FNT. And if you guys have anything else you want to chat about, putting 10G into Poseidon, facts. Well, I'll talk about Poseidon now before I go because things are looking very exciting. The trade on NFNT is going very well, guys. I bought, we went up, we came down, and we're back up. So I put $300 into it in the portfolio challenge down here. But unfortunately, it's such a small, that's why I left the cash here, $412. It's actually a little bit more than that. But 300 of this is in NFNT. The only problem is that it's so small, it's not on CoinMarketCap. So just keeping you guys updated. This was just meant to be a trade back up to like 4 or 5 cents or something. Once I see it start slowing down like this, I'll take my profits out of it and go on my merry way. Starting a community pool for US residents, yeah, low key. It's kind of needed. But Poseidon DAO. Poseidon DAO is personalized medicine. It's the next pre-sale for the DeSci markets. We saw WellShare do very, very well with their pre-sale. WellShare is specific for diabetes, and they're sitting at a fully diluted valuation, although I never really care about the FDV, but they're sitting at a $20 million market cap right now. Very crazy. Very, very crazy rally. Poseidon DAO, I'm seeing a lot of excitement. A lot of people are gearing up for the next pre-sale. Like, you could get into, just to put it in perspective, WellShare Health was selling at a $10 million valuation, which means it's up a 20x from here. It's up a 20x from pre-sale prices. People who got into the pre-sale are up 2,000% in the span of 2 weeks. Poseidon DAO is launching, I believe, at the same market cap, might be even lower. It could be even lower. I don't remember if they have the specifics set up already. Poseidon DAO is there to catch the people who have FOMO from the WellShare Health pre-sale. And then on top of that, Poseidon DAO, I'm working with them directly. And unfortunately, they're going to KYC people. So people from the US, sorry, man. I'm just sorry. We tried, but the legal team was like, no, fuck you. You need to KYC if you're going to do a token with a pre-sale. So unfortunately, they are still KYCing. Poseidon DAO is personalized healthcare medicine. Personalized healthcare. It is I'm going to try my best to get them partnered with Genome's DAO, because Genome's DAO is collecting all of that money, or not all that money, well, kind of money, but Genome has been launching healthcare reports like every single day. Elite athletes often seem superhuman, but could genetics be the key to their success? A healthcare report. They keep going. They keep putting together these healthcare reports based off of genetic information, which is crazy bullish. Focus on ulcerative colitis. That's crazy that they're able to get and pool together enough genetic information to put together healthcare reports. From these healthcare reports, I think we could get a DAO focused on initiating some research into molecules and different gene therapies to help with genetically targeting these different things, right? Genome's DAO putting together correlations between healthcare and genes, and then Poseidon DAO coming in, fulfilling the research function, and then posting it on Noble Blocks. I think there's a very clear ecosystem building right here, and I'm very excited for Poseidon DAO to launch right as Bitcoin takes off and then calms down. The timing could not be better. Like, you can't make this up. But by the end of the month, I believe the Poseidon DAO pre-sale will be initiated, and hopefully by the end of the month, Bitcoin kind of calms down a little bit and is in that leg of the pump in which it kind of takes a chill for a week. And yeah, I'm excited, guys. You guys should be excited. We have a celebrity in the chat. What's good, Yeti? We had a very long conversation about Dynex. Yeti is our local in-house rep that happens to work for Dynex and literally knows more than anyone else about it. Tell them a little information. DM me if you want, Poseidon. That's funny. On top of that, I mean, oh my God, I just like remain wildly bullish, guys. Look at Genome. I just want to put together a little bit of information for you guys to see, like, because I say it, but sometimes it's not super easy to understand. Sometimes it's like you need to have that reminder of what was said. Genome's DAO initiated an 80% sale on their kits, the cheapest genetic sequencing in the world. They were giving it away for free, basically. It usually costs $500. They are usually selling for 250 pounds, whatever, $250, $300, whatever. They did an 80% sale on their kits, which created a wave of people coming in and doing test runs and a wave of users signing up. And I said, look at their fundamentals. Their fundamentals just took off. What do you think is probably going to happen if their fundamentals take off like that? The coin price is probably going to take off since it's supply and demand and we saw more and more people. Can you frick off? Just load the damn thing. And guess what happened? It's up 14% today. Guess what happened? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket surgeon to see these things play out. It's up 100% from November 5th. It's up 100%. When did they post this? November 6th. I mean, come on. Come on. Do you need another employee? Truth? I want the position. I want to work for Dynex. Everyone that endured the summer of dips and chops deserves to see these markets pump. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. I know you guys are awake and I know you guys are ready. Let's actually keep the momentum going, because as eyeballs come into the decentralized science space, you guys are the people that need to direct their attention to the projects that are worth looking into. You need to be the resource. When someone says, hey, what's decentralized science? Go ahead and give them a link to one of the videos I've made, one of the resources I've given to them. I think today what I'm going to do is put together a little Google Doc to share with you guys of different resources that we can link to people as they come into DeSci. We need to be the beacon for individuals. That's the whole point of DeSci Shillers. The whole point is so that when people are looking at the space, we can be there to guide them and we can be there to direct their attention. It's go time, baby. We've been in training for a couple months. I'm glad that we had several rounds of shills of the Thursday DeSci raids for everyone to get amped up. Unfortunately, last raid, only 2 people partook. Crazy. You guys are crazy. And I had to demote like 10 different people from admin status in the chat. But this Thursday will be the opportunity to re-earn your admin status. So let's go, baby. Let's go. No Diddy. No Diddies. Mods. Mods. All right. I'll see you guys in the chat.